great show. You got a lot of good stuff to talk about. I do want to go to the one negative maybe, which is that people found the way the broadcast worked a little bit confusing. Did it hurt losing those two fights today from the prelims that would have kept things rolling a bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a tough one because really we felt that we had booked enough fights to where we had the CBS portion at 5:30 here local time, and we're going to be able to continue on through the night. But when we lost those fights due to the COVID test, then we became short. So listen, I apologize to the reporters earlier. It was an unfortunate situation. It's never happened before in my career, but it's something that with COVID hitting the way it has, and really the safety of the fighter and all the staff and all the cornermen and everything, production people, because we're all living in this bubble. I think it's really the most important. So we lost a couple of fights. There was some dead time in the arena, and then there's some dead time on air. But at the end of the day, it was still a success in my mind. We had some great fights, and honestly, I really love the fact that we found some local kids here that we feel that we could develop, and I think there's some good talent here. I've known that France has been a hotbed for martial arts, combat sports for such a long time, and now I think we'll contribute, and other organizations will contribute as well to helping France become a great MMA country.
I have two more, but I'll ask them both at once so that we can get through this a little quicker for the other reporters. The first one is, you mentioned the guys you found. Yves Landau, what an incredible way to announce himself on the world stage. And also a slightly bigger question maybe is with regards to the iPlayer deal and the way the broadcast worked. It was CBS as well. It was on. What constitutes a success during these times, considering there's not really much of a live gate? There's different factors involved. What constitutes a success for a show for you guys now?
Well, I mean, let's talk about the victories. I mean, obviously, to be the first major organization in France, to promote here and bring MMA to this country, really is quite an honor. And there's other organizations that wanted to be here, but for them to work with us first, I think that says a big statement in itself. And as far as the BBC player, that's something I think that David Green has been working on for the last 4 or 5 months, and that is another milestone for Bellator or for MMA in general. Because think about this: before tonight, BBC has never played MMA before and never had it on, and now it's not just embraced it, it's airing it. And I saw a tremendous amount of news pieces surrounding it on the BBC that really showed great support for our sport. And, that's a victory in itself, because you guys know how big the BBC is. It's the most powerful media entity in the UK. So it's by far, I think, number one. And so for them to embrace MMA for the first time, it reminds me of the time when CBS first starting airing MMA in the United States back in 2009. So it's another milestone for the sport. I think we're making history in France. We're making history in the UK. And it just feels really good to have those victories under our belt tonight.